Hello everyone. Sorry for a little slight little delay there. I had everything all set up. I was like, right, cool, ready to go. And then I went to kind of reach down to where I use another phone as like my Stream Deck, and it wasn't there. I hadn't turned it on or got out or had it prepared, so I had to go and do that so I can switch between scenes nice and easy. It's not a professional outfit here, unfortunately. So how are we? How are we all today? Hello, Mick. Hello, Vixen. Hello, Graham. At least your mic is on. Yeah. Uh, so I went and kind of popped in on Mick streaming the other day. He was streaming Little Nightmares, which is a game I've always fancied playing ever since me and Vixen seen like their EGX display and stuff. Like their booth was made to make you feel like the little kid in it. So it was like a big giant kitchen you're in, and there's like big giant like drawers and shit, and they had like the big horrible chefs kicking about, and this is like 2016 or some shit. But we went in. I went in to look at Mick's stream, and he's sitting there and he's not got his mic on, and I was just like, oh no, oh no. But he fixed it, and his mic sounds beautiful as well. He's got a beautiful voice, that lad. He's got a beautiful face as well. Travolta, how's it going, pal? Thank you very much for coming by. You remember that chef chased you? Yeah, I was telling Mick about it. It's fucking ace. Gesumi, thank you very much for the host. Once again, thank you very much. If you're here, I hope you're well. Even if you weren't here, I still hope you're well. It's like this sounded pretty bad. It's like, hi, well, if you're not here, I hope you're suffering. But no, thank you very much for the host, pal. If you're not here, get it. Scientologist, hello. Oh, everyone's firing in. Everyone's firing in. So how are we all today? Tell you what, the weather today in good old Edinburgh is not nice. Quite shite. Makes sitting in playing video games even more justifiable. Then also, what did we all have for lunch? I had a big fuck off salad, and I also had a vegan Cornish pasty, and it was delicious. Proper set me up. And Vixen's making ramen later on for dinner. It'll be a good day. Good day for food. Stream. Is that you demanding me to actually get on and play the game? Just fucking hurry up. You picked up a new Switch. Oh, very nice. It's hot where you're, Scientologist. I wish it was hot here. I love hot weather. Graham's not had lunch yet. You get that sorted. Mick caved and had KFC for lunch. Man. Good on you. Scientologist had the tomato and chili pot pasta thing. It was fine. Homemade pizza for dinner though. Boof! Big dabs for that. Vixen had salad, a bite of the pasta, a bite of my Cornish pasty, chocolate chip oatcakes, 2 chocolates, and 2 snack jacks. She never had a big breakfast like me, so she's constantly fighting hunger today. Robot has some beef kebabs, some black beans, and a bat. Oh, I love black beans. Beans are fucking delicious. Like we've got this jar. It's like chili oil, but it's black beans and chili oil in a jar. You add it to your cooking. Vixen adds it to a stir fry, and it's fucker delicious. Yeah, Tan Men ramen tonight. It's gonna be delicious. So it's Sainsbury's black beans and chili oil. Well, it's not actually Sainsbury's home brand, but you can buy it in Sainsbury's. Add it to everything. Aye, that's it. Just fire it into everything. It's so good. Scientologist, what you gonna have on your pizza? That's a good question. See if it's got pineapple on it. They'll be happy. They'll be happy. So anyway, I reckon that we're nearly finished Broken Sword. Grilled pineapple. No. Vixen, nah. Someone go ban Vixen. Put it all on. Put it all on. Yeah, so I reckon that we're nearly finished. We're nearly finished with Broken Sword. Last time that we were here, we finished up in Syria. We got held at gunpoint by Khan, but we zapped him with our hand buzzer, and we made for the hills. But we got more information on some kind of some Latin that kind of was pointing its way towards Britain. When we got back to Paris, we then got a taxi to Spain, where we met up with the Countess. She had, because there's words basically that she had this mausoleum of lost Templars, well, dead Templars, and there's one missing, and we helped her do a little puzzle, and we found a chalice, secret chalice that's been like missing for like 700 odd years. That's where we're at. Pineapple is good on pizza. It's not. Absolute. Oh, not. Robot, you actually played all 5 Blackwell games yesterday. Fucking hell, like, completed them all. Are they long? They're not that long. I mean, yeah, you completed a good selection of games yesterday. Fucking hell, that's wild. I was playing Persona last night, playing Persona 5 last night, and but me, I was like nearly lost the heat at it. I'm up at, I just finished Okumura's Palace, and I can't remember that boss battle being anywhere near as hard as what it was for. So they might have made it made it harder for Royal, but it was. I got game over like twice, and then I had to go back to the save room, change my personas around. It was a nightmare. I was getting very upsetty. Very upsetty spaghetti. You pick up your Switch from Sainsbury's, you pick up a pineapple pizza. Nah! Right, pineapples are only used in this stream for when I'm really, really struggling. You agree with Mecha Gamezilla in the pineapple and pizza chat, though? It's only anti-pineapple people. It's true, it's just because we hate it so much. I get some chili and black beans. Right, let's fire into it. Oh, so there you go. There's another thing that we saved it after this point, but it's went and fired us back here. Oh, you fucker, and that is not opened. So it's not saved us doing this puzzle, I don't think. Can it be? Oh, please. Please. There's no game audio, by the way. Oh, this is not a professional stream at all. Thank you for telling me, though. Why would that be? Let's have a wee look at these old fucking settings, shall we? There's... Right, okay. Should be. Let's have a wee look at the settings. Properties. Assuming that's... Yeah, we have audio now. Ah, there you go. It could be because I had to do a fresh Windows install the other day, so it's probably knocked a few settings out of the way. But yeah, that looks a lot better. Thank you very much for telling. It's funny after the microphone chat, I know. Making me sound like a big professional streamer and that. Loader retrieve, or whatever it's called. I had to download basically Windows 10 ISO file from Microsoft and then just do a fresh install. I only found out about it because I was trying to play Sea of Thieves and it'll just come up the splash screen for it and then it'll just close down. Obviously with Sea of Thieves being an online game, it must have been checking for the latest version against their servers and stuff and going like, well, you don't have the latest version, close down. But then it wasn't giving me the option to update the game. So then I went into updating settings and stuff, and that wasn't working. Went into the App Store, Microsoft, that wasn't working. Went to virus scan, like none of the like Windows stuff was working. I was watching too much, grot. I think. Maybe continue to checkpoints. It must be. It's just right. Anyway.
The gaps in the
Right, we'll skip past this.
I think
Fucking hell! And we need to do this puzzle again with the shitey interface.
And
it was wonderful to watch the count.
Yes.
All those.
Go. Now hurry! This is exciting.
Don't get. It's good to see you happy.
Happy?
I'm just going to double check my Streamlabs because I'll make sure that the alert box is going to be working and stuff as well. I assume so. I think they're going to be fine. I think. Oh, this should be fine.
Who exact
My
5
not
where
he
you look? Let's
Okay.
Is the Virgin?
Oh, try load and continue. Oh, right, sorry. Fucking hell, man.
While we're I mean,
you don't see the don't when
They-
we but
what?
Wait.
You
I'm really hoping that's the case. Because I really don't want
love
to
it.
do this puzzle again. Big Ginge, hello. This game is loaded up. This fucking chess puzzle.
But no.
We all know how bad this chess puzzle is.
it fits it.
Right, okay, we get it. Okay, so there's... Right. There's restore game, but it's not letting me do anything. But it might be because I'm in this puzzle. So we will quit the game. We will load it back up. Yeah, this is some fucking stream, eh? Fucking sound not working. Restore game. Here we go. Hold on. Oh, thank fuck. Oh, Scientologist. I could kiss you. I could fucking kiss you, I could. Right, so don't go to continue, which you'd imagine be like continue from the last save. Go to restore game. Oh, you hold me to that. Like I say, man, Glaze Games. It's Glaze Games. Whenever all this shite stops, I'll give you a big old kiss. Right, we've got the chalice and stuff. Right, we're good. Thank fuck, because I really did not want to do that puzzle again. Right, let's talk to him, I think. Everyone, relax. Get yourself a wee cup.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Yeah, it's weird that continuing uses an old spot. Like, it makes no sense at all.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man. That's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
Giant Scotsman, how's it going, man? Thank you very much for popping by. Thank you very much for your support as well. Hope you're very well. I think it's safe to say at this point the director's cut is a bit shit. I'm feeling that as well. I feel that I would like to then go and now play the original and compare them. But then I've had people come into the chat and stuff and they're like, oh yeah, like the original's better, so. Right, we got that chalice, so we'll show that to him.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know, it is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Yeah, let's polish and stuff that boy. Oh yeah, I mean it's a cool idea doing like the director's cut off it and stuff, but I think yeah, I think the originals would probably go to be better. Which is now making me think is like, well, with Broken Sword 2, so I've got Broken Sword 2, but it's the remaster. So I think it's basically better graphics, and I think it has the portraits as well. So I don't know if it's worthwhile fucking that off and going to the original Broken Sword 2. See what you think.
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Get that fucking
Okay,
polished,
thanks.
man. Oofed. Fucking span. Just to speak to him again? Alright, cool.
Hey, thanks.
He drops
It is
it.
my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the
Oh, it's
chalice?
a candle.
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Our boy Pegasus, aye? The only thing it changes into is adding portraits. Oh, that's fine. I'll probably just go for that then. It's the same game. Alright, cool. Because, like, apart from the fact that the director's cut of this, so Shadow of the Templars, messes with puzzles. Like, how they nerfed the goat puzzle and stuff, I was like, right, okay, that's a bit shite and stuff. And then that chess one was an absolute nightmare as well.
Is the right-hand window original?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay, don't know what that means, but
Catch you later.
yeah,
Au revoir,
smell
monsieur.
you later. Hopefully they fix the subtitles between them. I really hope so as well, because like I've looked back at the VODs of this and stuff, like for when I upload them onto YouTube, because I edit the breaks and stuff out of them, and like the subtitles are tiny, man. Annoying.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something.
And your Don, I believe he was the missing Templar from the family, the Countess's family. As he made his way over to France and got killed. I finally remembered this bit about the lad over here, just way before you needed to know. Yeah, I know. Like, that was what, like, 2 or 3 streams ago? They were like, maybe try that guy over there and stuff. And now we're here. I think it's just because, like, at this bit you're going back and forth to Montfaucon quite a wee bit. Right, let's see what this bullshit is. A jumble of letters are carved onto the side of the knight's tomb. You must look for and highlight a number of biblical verse references. Bible's not my 40 to be honest. Comprising of the name of the book followed by a chapter and verse in Latin numerals. For example, Luke chapter 8 verse 2 would be displayed as Luke EIII plus II. Okay. You must find and highlight all the verse references. Highlight the full verse reference and the letters will stay lit. That's fucking lit, bruh. Otherwise, the letters will fade. George will read the verse references once they are all highlighted. Straight away I'm seeing Corinthians. Do I need to proper highlight it?
Corinthians 14:5. Not much to go on, but it must have meant something. If I examine the tomb more closely, there might be other clues to find.
That should not be as bad as puzzle. Apparently, Broken Sword 2 changed the UI, adds a hint system, the diary, and the unlockable comic. Alright, cool. So it's basically adding the exact same stuff, but what this one does. I'm sure I've turned off the hint stuff because I was like, nah, don't want that. And I barely use the diary. I think we'll give it a go. Go. Here. No? That looks like one. There's another one there. No, that's one. You just have to highlight the whole line? But no, there's no story changes or additions. That's good, because I don't want any changes like that. That is a Bible verse, though. I don't understand why that's not... Isn't it? You didn't pay attention to the rules of this puzzle. So the rules of this puzzle is basically look through this and highlight biblical references. There's like the book, the verse, and the chapter, or whatever it is. So how we've got Corinthians. And that's like your verse in the chapter. But I'm pretty... That is one. It's only the first two numbers you highlight. Oh, I was highlighting too much of it. Fucking hell, man. That's so nickety.
Psalms 22:21.
Like, surely Psalms this one then. Alright, okay, we'll go back to this one then.
Psalms 32:7. The numbers refer to a chapter and a verse in the Bible.
That's not enough numbers. I don't even know what carpe is. I don't think it is. I keep seeing Dahl here and going like, oh, fucking Roald Dahl, the big man. Felix. Oh wait, John.
John 4:11. There were no more references to
John.
time, but a
Awesome
series of
316.
Roman numerals ran around the plaque. I made a note in case they meant something.
Psalms
Oh, here, we fucking done it.
32:7,
Nice.
John 4:11. Corinthians
that.
1:4-5. And just one more. Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcellos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
Okay. Come so far since the first coded letter. I know. I think there's actually been quite a, pardon me, quite a good progress in terms of puzzle solving and stuff. Because that first code one was a fucker. That took quite a while. The code cracking is good. I'd actually totally agree with you there. The code cracking was actually pretty fun. Also, I'm pretty much determined to kind of complete this today. I think we're near the end. It's just if we go over the 2-hour mark, I'll probably keep going to kind of get it finished, so then we can jump onto Forgotten Hand tomorrow.
It was hard to believe it was the same chalice. Now the light gleamed off its perfect surface.
Gleaming, baby.
Okay, let's have another look at those references. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more, Psalms 22:21. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
Has he made a note of what these are? Yeah, they are. But then women and those stuff. Should be fine. Let's speak back to him and see if he knows anything about them. Have we done the dig site? No, we have not done the dig site.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Did you know that the center window conceals an image of a man burning at the stake?
The Burning Man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times, people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. But when others they look, there is nothing. Perhaps the light has to be just so for the figure to appear.
Yeah, or maybe you need a special lens.
Which we have a lens for.
Catch you
why
later.
we know it's
Au
there.
revoir, monsieur.
A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. A stone knight lay at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat. On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
Yeah, we know that. I think we just need to go now, to be honest. Well, I remember, I think we need to go to the museum. Where the fuck it is again. There you go. Speak to Lubba Lubba now.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Josie.
Where have you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria?
You returned from Spain,
On
mate.
the trail of the Templars?
It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes. What is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In accidenta sita est in ora mundi.
The island of Britain.
Lies at the edge of the world, to the west.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map.
Yahar. I'll try and use the sewer key on display case. You might be able to get a comment page. Good call.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're
Let's do
welcome.
that right now. Yes, that's how we look. So we got a wee explosion. A big explosion. But suddenly, I was alone. Eaten. And now, as every summer ends, the nightmare returns. Still don't have a Scuddy picture of her though. Disappointed. It's funny that George was on holiday in Paris and has somehow all the time and the money to fly everywhere else. Oh no, I killed her there. I know, like he's just on holiday, and he's just like, Ken what? Just try and solve a mystery. Quite a relaxed visa that he's got, to be honest.
Hello, Georgie.
Georgie.
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the
Baphomet.
idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Naval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now. A bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base.
Oh,
He
aye.
claimed it looked like blood.
So it's not
Blood?
cum.
That's right.
It's definitely not cum. Right, you think that page 4 must be where the secret meeting place is? Oh no! We'll never get it. We just need to rely on looking at Scientologist's tweet to me that has a picture of the comic book. The wee security guard not giving a toss and walking amongst you. Yeah, he was doing it last time. He just like cuts in beneath, like between yous. Doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't seem to be that bothered that the tripod is also missing. We'll show him the chalice.
No.
We will not show him the chalice.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
The glass case was
Sorry.
intact, but the tripod had been replaced by a sign reading, "Exhibit temporarily removed."
That's it. That's it. If I didn't get to see a lassie in a bath, I'm starting this fucking thing again. Fucking delete everything. Uninstall it, reinstall it. Start again. Comic Descent speedrun. I wonder if that's actually a thing. Up there with other daft like speedruns like the nipple speedrun for Mario Odyssey. You'll see me at GDQ next time doing the comic book run for Broken Sword. Right, I think we've got access to the dig site now. Site D Baphomet. There you go. Where was the? Oh, we actually might be able to still get there because that was underneath. It was underneath here, but he's here. He might tell us to fuck off.
Hey, you!
Let's game done
What do you
quick.
think you're doing? Leave that cover alone.
Get to.
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
The thing is, like, you can only get him to shift because he complained about the tourists or something.
You're back.
Oui, I have returned.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you back here again.
No? Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here
Also,
on
Kate has just had her
duty.
lunch.
On duty? But you're just sitting there
Do you know what
drinking
that means?
wine.
No, I am not just drinking wine. I am undercover.
I must be missing something. You're in uniform.
Precisely, monsieur. My cover is that of an indolent, wine-guzzling police officer.
You've got me convinced.
Merci. But in reality, My every muscle is poised,
So
every
pushed.
nerve
Pushed.
honed. I am drawn tight, ready to pounce. Bang!
Who or what were you planning to pizzang on?
You
Zang.
must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping Paris.
You mean the killings? Oh, at last, someone's taken action.
People die every day. No, I am on the trail of Sewer Jacques.
Who?
Sewer Jacques, the terror of the subterranean city. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. Is he so hush or beneath the neck? That damned elusive Sewer Jacques.
Bravo, that's very good.
Merci. I was up half the night writing that.
This is so good. I love his like absolute steaming. We are Sir Jacques.
Who is this Sewer Jacques character anyway?
Us.
Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning to despoil the sewers of our fair city. He has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran.
Uh-oh.
He has pretended to be a jongleur
Wow, is that the time?
and an American tourist. What nationality are you, monsieur?
Canadian. Well, gotta go now. See ya. Well, it's not everyone who can say they started an urban myth.
Well, good. I love that. I didn't know that was the whole thing. Well, IRL, thank you very much for coming by. Yes, I do have tattoos. I've got quite a few of them as well. A full sleeve, and I've got a wee Cthulhu felly there. I've got some on my legs. Aye, I've got quite a few. It's just they cost quite a lot of money, and it's something I don't have a lot of. But thank you very much for coming by, man. Hope your streams have been going really, really well. Oh, look at this guy. No good painter. True. Yeah, they're quite costly. I want more. I want to get this arm finished, and then I kind of want a bigger chest piece than what I have already. And then also I want to fill up my legs as well. But my legs I want them to be different artists, because it's the same artist that did this whole arm, same one that did this one. But my legs have been all different people. So I can collect tattoos for my legs. Hello, Cake. I see you, pal. Right, see what the script is with this boy.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions.
You need to get more leg tattoos. Leg tattoos have been absolutely horrific for me. The back of the legs, like back of the calves, really, really painful. Probably one of the most painful tattoos I've ever had. Most uncomfortable has probably been like just blasted my elbow, because it's had to get deep into the elbow to get for the ink to hold, and I could feel the vibrations in my teeth when he was doing the elbow and stuff. It was horrific.
You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoke so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
Burning Chrome, how's it going, pal? Thank you very much for popping by. Hope you're very well. Hope your missus is very, very well as well. Very well. All the wells. Did you get them to trademark the tattoos? No. No copyright as well, so I can't like copyright strike people. Fucking can't wait. Chess was a mess for me. I cried and screamed and almost punched our artist. Fucking hell. Yeah, like one of my first tattoos, I've got a wee bit on my chest there, and it was horrendous. Just being it so close to bone, and like if you go close to the sternum and stuff, it's hellish. Tempted to get the Bam Bam Bigelow. Just get my heat covered in flames. Nah, no chance. No tattoos above the neckline there. Go full like Yakuza code. Like nothing nothing past the wrist, nothing up there. So you can wear a suit, you can blend into society. So then you can do like heat moves to people in the street, and get them to give you lots of yen and energy drinks. Minute 5072. Hey babes. Hello babes. Right back at you. Thank you very much for coming by, man. I hope you're very well.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean, when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow
Cigarette.
too.
Need your girlfriend to hold your hand within the chest. Otherwise, it's yeet. I've always seen people get when they're getting the chest done, they get like numbing cream, which I've always went, that's kind of cheating your way out of getting a tattoo, but at the same time, I would totally do it. One of my pals, when he got his chest done, he took a fuck ton of cocodamol to get him through it, which is not a good idea. But he did say it helped, so
Okay, let me put things differently.
I'm not saying to do that though.
What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of
Damage.
It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
That's a lot of damage. Like painkillers. Yeah, like cocodamol is codeine, which is like a prescription painkiller sort of thing. You really need to watch yourself on them because they are addictive. Like I've had to be prescribed cocodamols for my back because I've got a straighter spine than normal and I get a lot of back problems. So my doctor was just like, "Oh, you're going to be in pain for the rest of your life. Here's a lot of cocodamol," and I barely took them because they made me like too drowsy.
So what do you know about the
Don't like it.
excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but
You couldn't be bothered to join.
right. Tell you what, though, I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
I'm all good. I do yoga and stuff, which really helps. Like kind of stretch my back and stuff, so it doesn't like tighten up. Is probably the best thing that I've ever done for my back, actually.
What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
Templars. Probably Templars. Cool proximal is well good as well. But any coding based stuff will stop you dropping kids off the pool.
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
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 I've got a sewer key.
I used to work in the sewer.
Oh? What happened?
Sewer
I had
man.
a cigarette break in a pocket of methane.
Bad
A
times.
manhole cover landed on the other side of the Seine and I was sacked.
And I was sacked.
Have you seen this man before?
Yes, he asked me a lot of questions, just like you.
Bastard. A bastard man. I don't think
He's
there's
seen you.
anything else to show.
What, monsieur?
I've got paint.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Pah!
Right, okay. So he isn't a fan of us messing around with his paint. But we skip.
Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster.
Okay.
Get away from that downstairs. We go down there. Oh, okay, cool. Right, who's this jabroni?
Hi? Excuse me?
Oui?
Again, it's time for George to fuck with someone. Yes, we quite clearly need something, therefore George has to mess with someone's life that he can get.
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy. I just
Dunno.
didn't realize you were a guard.
Made that two people. Yep.
I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you. Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal
Good point.
hole in the ground. What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
"Nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?"
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
Get the shovel and blat him over the head. If only things could be like... Everything in this game could be solved with violence would be probably a faster way of doing it. But George is not violent. He just... It's like psychological warfare with George instead of actual straight up violence.
The guard was being
Choke him in the
amazingly
toilet
evasive.
train.
It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him.
It's fucking Agent 47 him.
Have you seen this man before? You have.
No.
He's a terrible liar, this guy. I kind of like it.
This gadget is a sewer key.
So it is.
This gadget is a sewer key. We just zap him.
Maybe not.
Probably not. We say
Do
that
you
our,
recognize this name?
Sparky getting.
No.
We've seen this chain before, mate. Whap right across the jaw.
No way.
Who's the time for psychological warfare these days? George Stobbart
Talk
does.
to you later.
He's got a
Au
lot of
revoir,
time for
monsieur.
psychological warfare. He's a master in psychological warfare. Right. So that looks like a wee intercom system or something.
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial. A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The
Okay.
radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall.
Okay.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
Absolute hee-haw in there.
I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
You never know, George. I mean, you are carrying around plaster of Paris, a photo of a murderer, a bog chain, a handkerchief covered in grease paint and spunk, a hand zapper, a sewer key, a chalice, an ancient chalice of the Templars, and some guy's card. So maybe carrying around a half brick might be a good idea. Just saying that. Just saying. What's this over here? It's nice to know where the line is drawn for George, you know, and what
Do
shit
you mind
he'll
if
pick
I
up
use
or
the
not.
phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
The phone.
Hi, Nico?
911, what's your
What
emergency?
have you discovered?
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
George, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I
What,
just
pump you?
wanted to hear your voice.
You did. Well, this is my voice saying, don't bother me, I'm busy.
Oh.
Oh well, that's that done. What's the script of this?
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door's locked, monsieur.
Can we say that we are here to fix it?
Hi again.
What is it?
Maybe not.
I legit thought I was like, go. Oh right, okay, we got options. Creepy George there, just like, just wanted to hear your voice. I only met you a few days ago. Just want to hear your voice. Right, okay. Bye. Voice-over artist for her was Liam Withnail's agent at one point. What? Wild. Cheap veneer, sewage review the door. Just going to do a Yelp review for it.
It sure is
Smells
hot
like
in here.
shite, don't go
I
back.
have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
That's nice of him. Let's go and have a like muckle shite in it. Here, they just left the fucking taps running.
On the wall was an automatic hand dryer. The taps were rusty. Oh boy! The cold taps washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
Drop soap on the floor. Well, I mean, we're alone, so we might be fine.
Oh boy! Dirty soap! How do they do that? I didn't want to carry a bar of dirty soap around with me.
That's the line for George. If there's a clean bar of soap, he would carry it around. Also, I love how this, like, the... What's the word? It's our perception is like, that's closer to us, but it just makes it look like there's a fuck off spider web, like there's a giant spider in this room. Jam this soap into the dryer, start a fire. His left hand on the right side looks fucked. Was it? What was? Yeah, it looks like it's like a lot smaller. Like his hand kind of goes down at the point or something. Right, what else have we got? We've got the dryer.
I wasn't about to wash my hands in this place, so I didn't need to dry them.
We got
Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause.
Here, have we actually even used the chain yet?
The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it. The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it. I didn't want any coal.
You'll take coal in the Broken too, though. Right, okay. Is there anything we need to melt or something? No.
Hi again.
What is it?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Make it cooler, we need to tamper with this. The radiator. Oh, so he's doing it now. I thought he wouldn't do it because he's complaining about it.
I turned the heating off.
Is that just to get him to move his position? Right, he's...
As I'd hoped, the guard put his gloves on.
Right. Hi
again.
What is it?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
The door was locked.
Oh yeah. I just keep thinking that it would just naturally be unlocked since you've unlocked it.
The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it.
Okay, I thought that would have cooled down.
I couldn't get to the door while the guard was there.
Hey, monsieur, don't go with my keys.
I think we need to make...
The door was locked.
I know, yeah, okay. I think we need to make a copy of the keys. I think this is the area that's stumped you the most as a kid. It's really stuck with you. Yeah, like, I'm starting to get, like, flashbacks, that's why I'm thinking, like, oh, I think you have to make a copy of the key. Like, do you press this into here?
Perhaps I could make a copy of the key.
Cool, there you go.
key had made a clear imprint in the soap. The bar of soap had the imprint of a key in it.
George Stobbart with his like strong fingers pressing a key into a big bar of soap. Right, we got plaster Paris.
I knew keeping that plaster was a good idea.
Here we go, boys.
With the plaster and the imprint, I was on the right lines. I had filled the key's imprint in the soap with dry plaster.
Running through my mind. Right, okay. Something of a phenomenon.
You can't make a cast without wetting the plaster. But wet plaster alone does not make a cast.
Then we need a dry.
I used the dryer to speed up the process.
Progress. Progress.
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Okay, so then we'll use that on the key.
Maybe not.
Huh? Unless it
It
has
was my
already done
plaster copy of the excavation key. Trouble was, it looked like plaster, and it felt like plaster.
Right, I'm stuck here now. Unless like the whole thing's like, well, he's wearing gloves, so he won't feel the difference.
Hi again.
What is it?
Maybe not.
Talk to you later. Au revoir, monsieur.
Oh, the coal. Maybe rub some
The
coal
door
on
was
it or something.
locked.
I keep forgetting that door's unlocked. Coal maybe. Yeah. Okay. Apparently not.
I didn't want any coal.
Take a shite on it. Strange, because
Maybe not.
the paint. Oh, we need to paint it. Right, we'll give him his keys back so we
Hi
can
again.
leave.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Merci, monsieur. Suppose it
Talk
was
to you
like
later.
yellow paint,
Au revoir,
so
monsieur.
it might make it look like brass or something like that. I mean, just like casually just drop it into the paint. Like, oh fuck, sorry mate, I just dropped my keys into your paint.
Hey, monsieur, get away from my paint pot.
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. But
But. Almost forgot a guy to fuck with, number one. Right, okay, so we need to distract him somehow. I'm assuming we can just like,
Gunmetal paint.
there you go,
Interesting.
gunmetal paint. I thought it was yellow because he's covered in yellow paint. That might not be paint. That may be like how in if anyone's seen Trailer Park Boys, you have Philadelphia Collins on it, and he's always covered in mustard. It might be mustard. He just might be a new mustard tiger. That is a lot of mustard. I know. The chain across. So much demand for just whapping people with chains in this.
Hi, it's me again.
what now?
I just may be a big mustard tiger.
No.
Okay, no.
I have some plaster of Paris.
Amazing.
I was gonna say, like, might trick him into thinking like that's like a Coke. Here, mate, do you want a wee line? Do you want a wee bump? And then he goes off for a wee bump, and that's when you do it. But why not? Philadelphia Collins, I know. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Mustard Tiger. Fucking phenomenal character in that show as well.
A greasy tissue. Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur. or there'll be a conflagration.
Oh, he really likes his fucking.
I was
smoke,
pretty
doesn't
sure
he?
the Shaken Shock had shot its bolt in Syria.
I remember something about this puzzle, but not how it's implemented. If you want half a hint. Possibly.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yes, it's a communion chalice. I know, you know, I
Give
used to
me-
be an altar boy.
A couple more minutes.
You?
Yes, me. What's so funny about that?
Nothing. Has a guy calling himself Merlin been nosing around?
Was he wearing a t-shirt with "My name is Merlin" on it?
I doubt it.
Then how the hell am I supposed to know his name just by looking at him? Huh?
Huh?
I made this key out of plaster.
How thrilling! How clever! How pointless.
I could do a whole hint. Right, we're showing them
Be
everything.
seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
We need to wait for him to do something. Like, does he smoke his way through the cigarette, then go for like another one? Nah, he's just firing right into it.
Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster.
Okay.
Maybe we throw something into the dumpster and he has to go like retrieve it. We'll try everything. I don't know why plaster, but I'm trying absolutely everything. Same with the picture. That's what totally exhaust this. Right, okay. You don't do that. What is chat saying? You need to make your own opportunities. Offer him a gob job if he waits for you downstairs. Yeah, I've got keys for the bathroom downstairs. I'll meet you there in 2 minutes. Oh, you bust one right at me. Right, Scientologist. Hit me up with that half a hint, please. Oh, I just knocked my monitor and that will fell off. There you go, he'll go right back up there. What are you saying, pal? What are you saying? Although the opportunity you make is not just made by you. Oh, the phone! You could get like Nico to come down and basically like seduce him.
Collard!
Hello, Nico. It's me.
That's why we
Hi,
got the phone
George.
there.
What's happening?
I'm at the excavation, but they won't let me in.
Damn! We need
you.
to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme. I'm going to need your help, though.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
Your mate, you want to fucking chat up a lassie, aye?
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers in his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me.
good.
Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk.
It's well good. I love how he's just like, aye, that's me. I'm the boy with the stanky fingers and my arse hanging out. Can't be anyone else. Tip, tip, tip. Nice.
Too well monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
What? Abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
He's good, him. I like him. It's absolute tab daft. Right, okay, so let's try the door. So he goes, oh, I need the key again, and maybe then talk to him.
The door was locked.
And we'll talk to him.
Hi again.
What is it?
What is it?
I need to use the toilet again.
Some guys
Again?
into that, to be fair.
Already?
I have this
I know.
problem. How technical do you want me to get?
You might be right into being taught to like
Here's
shite
the key.
by a lassie, so he's just like, I love the way you're speaking to me. Can you come back to my house and piss in my mouth? There you go.
Hi again.
What is it?
No way.
Okay, so we're not
There's
finished.
the keys.
Oh
Thanks.
no, I don't want to get the
Merci,
keys.
monsieur.
Can piss in my mouth.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Right, let's try that one again.
The door was locked.
So there's more to the key.
Hi again.
What is it?
Not ready yet.
I need
Because
to use the
still not the
toilet
right key.
again.
Yeah, exactly.
Again? Already?
I have.
George, you're like me, pal. You just constantly have to go for pisses. You got a shite wee bladder. That pig looks wet. Keep talking like that and you'll have yourself a wee... Oh. The furnace? You had to identify as
The
wet?
plaster key had soaked up the paint nicely, and now looked pretty convincing. Still felt like plaster, though.
Still felt like plaster.
I wasn't about to wash my hands in this place, so I didn't need to dry them. The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it.
Big demand seems to be made on it. Maybe now, Nicole? I don't know why that would do anything. How very strange. The loo roll? I can't interact with it.
I didn't need to get near to tell the toilet needed cleaning.
The thing is, it's saying that if it still feels like plaster, but the thing is, like, that guy, that guard, is wearing gloves now, so he wouldn't be able to feel that feels like plaster. Yeah, there you go, exactly. You probably can just switch your room.
Hi again.
What is it?
That is not a good idea.
How's it not a good idea, though?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
And it's not like you can, it's not like you can put it on the radiator. Maybe you need to take him. Maybe the heating has to be on.
I'd turned the thermostat all the way down. It was getting pretty chilly.
Can you combine them as it's a set of them?
Now, I'd substituted the fake key for the excavation key.
Ah, there you go.
It looked okay, but felt false.
No. Yes, because we. Oh,
Hi
all over
again.
the place.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that
Cool.
he wouldn't notice the
Thank you.
substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Merci, monsieur. Right, that's two people that George has fucked with.
After the amount of trouble I'd been through to get that key, I wasn't about to share with the guard how clever I'd been.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Au revoir, monsieur.
It was the key to the excavation.
So, how do we then get in? Do we just like go right, let us in? Or do we maybe need to come back at a later time? Or are we speaking?
Hi again.
What is it?
Can't speak
Talk
to
to you later.
Au
maybe we
revoir,
just need to come
monsieur.
back at a later time or something. You cannot leave the area apparently. Ah, okay. To say maybe like speak to Nico again.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, George.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you! It's the phone.
Yeah, who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job.
Ha!
Don't me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Sick burn.
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulette and no brains.
This is
Why,
escalating rather quickly.
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Let's go with George. Leave him to it. And smash that key right over there. All right. And look, there you go. There's our pal Baphomet. But what do we have?
I couldn't see anything useful to do with the planks.
Plenty you can do with a plank, mate. What do you see, Baphomet?
There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars
There's
had
our
certainly
skull.
been through here. Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side.
You can't remember why exactly we wanted to get in here till now. There you go.
Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side.
Well, the Templars are trying to find the Sword of Baphomet. So this is, they're obviously on the trail, the same sort of trail that you've been following, except from they're kind of a step ahead. Yeah, that's our skull, man. That's our hand. It's hard to know sometimes as George keeps keeps fucking with people.
Now there's a familiar face. Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side.
I'll be able to interact with it more. I blatantly missing something here. Maybe that's what it looks like from down there. What about looking at it from up top? No, can't do that. You view it from the ladder, that's what I was thinking, Mick, but it's not doing it. Is there anything I've got that's like... Maybe it's something to do with Chalice, I don't know.
Now there's
a familiar face. Ah, there you go. We needed the Chalice. I seen that because it was like that wee circle. I was like, oh, maybe that's something.
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
I suppose, yeah, I was focusing on the shiny church, the Chalice. Back in Nico's apartment.
I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
I need to go for a wee pee-pee. I'm just going to do it right here, right now. No, I'm not. I'm going to the toilet like a proper person. So, get yourself something to drink. Get yourself something to a wee munch on, and we'll be right back. See you soon. Howdy. Howdy. Hope you've all got something nice to drink and something nice to eat. Rightio.
That is not a good idea.
Fucking good idea.
Look at the chalice now, Nico.
What happened? It's shiny.
The priest at Montfaucon buffed it up for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah, looks as good as new.
No, you found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
Woofed. Nico with coming in with a wee bit of hate for religion, maybe.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
I know. Hate that, priests, if you're watching. If there's any priests watching, that'd be a one into yous.
A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Could that be Baphomet?
There's a guy working on a loom.
There's a guy working on a loom.
Look there.
Cool. Right.
I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, Joose.
Oh, that's us off to Spain again. Just we'll get a taxi there. Don't worry about it. So there you go. That's us back to taxi rank, and it's just round the corner, so it doesn't take that long. That's us back in Spain. It's fucking great, man. They look delicious. See, I think a lot of these cutscenes cut off too early. Like that just showed you the. That just showed you the coat of arms and just disappeared. I know, all the way back to Spain just to give a cut back. Just fucking DPD it, mate. It won't cost you much. It'll cost you less than getting a flight there. I'm assuming this shit's gonna be in our house. I like how he's still watering the grass after all this time. Like, we've left Spain, fucked around in Paris for a bit, then went back to Spain, and he's still doing it. That's gonna be ruined. Less than a taxi, though. Good call. It probably is less than a taxi. Depends. Taxis in Edinburgh are really expensive, so I don't know. I don't know how much they are in Paris. I've been to Paris, but I never got a taxi. Take your ecky eyes. Sit down. Calm
Senor
yourself.
Stobbart, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought
Pleasure
back
is
your
mine.
chalice.
Why?
Yes.
You've had it cleaned.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knight secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah?
Let's get a taxi
I'd be
with
happy
me.
to show you the city.
Around the corner.
There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobbart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
Are you telling me I have to go back to Paris to ask him what the actual quotes are?
That is not a good idea. I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home.
Unless she's got a Bible.
I shall remain here.
Yeah, that's a bookcase over there. What's this saying? The Countess was very excited to hear that I discovered the tomb of her missing ancestor, Don Carlos de Vasconcelos. So she's happy now. She's got the chalice back. Can't interact with that bookcase at the back there.
It was a small mirror hanging over the sink.
Just go into an old woman's house and steal her mirror. There's a Bible in the museum. So there was, yeah. So we'll go to the museum. Museum. I wonder what would they need a mirror for. So, how was everyone's weekend anyway? Did you get up to much? I did pretty much absolutely fucking hee-haw. Played some video games. Ate some food. Did some sleeping. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Right, because we've got the Bible here.
It was the Spanish Bible I'd borrowed from the mausoleum.
Okay, I guess we just go back to her. It is Spanish. You do not speak Spanish. Yeah, same sort of weekend, yeah. I mean, there's no like we can go out and do stuff, I played Tabletop Simulator with some friends. We always play Settlers of Catan, which I've only started playing because of Tabletop Simulator, and it's such a good board game. It's like proper, like 6 of us, like proper right into it. It's well good. You were pretty buzzed when you thought Richie would finish MGS. I've not caught up with the VODs and stuff. Whereabout is he on it now? Is he like right at the end? DJ, you've done Hee Haw. You're streaming Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for a bit. Yeah, man, I seen that you were doing that, and I was like, oh fucking hell, I want to go and watch, but I've been busy doing college work to like jump into other people's streams. Like, this is like a break. Doing a stream is like a break for me right now. I've got 2 more assignments to do. I had to hand in one on Friday night, and that was a proper 3,000 word report. I've done that, so hopefully it's alright. And then I've got one due tomorrow night, and then I've got one due the final one next week. And that's me done. Once I get them done, I'm a free man. You're terrible at streaming. I don't say you're terrible at streaming. It's always like fucking stuff that you can improve on and stuff. I need to come by and see your stream and stuff, see what it's like. And also, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is amazing, so I want to see it. Richie should have had the game complete. Yeah, catch up with this morning's flashback stream. Man, this morning's flashback stream was really... It's typical Richie. He was stuck on the same bit for an hour. But I won't say any more because I don't want to spoil anything for you. So you got up to the second phase of Metal Gear fight. And then it takes you back to phase 1. Ugh. Oh, the clip people said, yeah, it was basically that green thing, that green fire thing, just kept fucking him up.
Hello again.
Great.
Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
Like at one point he gave me a proper big fright, because he just screamed. He was doing so shite, and it gave me a big fright. I was lying in my bed watching it, and it gave me a big fright.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Austin 3:16.
Here it is.
Says that he doesn't
Will
lift your
bring
ass.
to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again.
What's this really?
22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points
I
seem
know
to
what it
be a
means.
hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobbart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
All I'm gonna say is, what country is... Oh, let me rephrase that again. What animal is like the national animal? Hold on, Aaron. Use your fucking brain. What country's national animal is a unicorn? Fucking hell. Brain.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Tomorrow night you should have it. You'll be spending an afternoon watching guys on YouTube. Amazing. Come on, Blighty, oi oi. Video. Let's ask Lopez what his script is. How big his feet are. Guys are fucking monstrous
Hi there,
proportions.
Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobbart, I feel I owe you. An apology.
How you
No,
doing,
you
you fucking cunt?
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
All because of this guy. It should be tomorrow, but we all know Richie. Yeah, he might get another week worth of him trying to defeat Metal Gear in Liquid. He had a chat with some Scottish pals before. Wales has a dragon, Scotland has a unicorn, England has a lion. Why is it not something mythological? Give me a fucking manticore or some shit. I know it's strange. And it's like, you gotta think about it as well. It's like, why the lions? Like, lions aren't indigenous to England. It's a funny one. Didn't give me a shite like dragons aren't indigenous to Wales or unicorns aren't indigenous to Scotland. They are. And here's cake. And actually, what time do you call this? You're usually up here a lot sooner. You just finished your lunch. Hey? You slacking? Right, let me get the mouse. Thank you.
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the De Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
A well? Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great! So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
There's a pillar in your local park with a unicorn on top and it's fucking magic. Use a wee photo of that. I'd like to see that. Next time you're along there, snap me a wee picture.
Well, you must have
like
a
seeing shit like
vague
that.
idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobbart. I shall give it more thought.
So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the De Vasconcelos.
That's it, pal.
It
It's
counts
just
for
right
a
there.
great deal with my lady.
Now she's just like sitting at me, like looking at me like lovingly. Such a good wee pal.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobbart. I shall give it more thought.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobbart.
How does he go find the well? Just proper like rubbing herself against the boom, and the pop filter down there.
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
Hey pal.
It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't.
We'll see if she knows anything about a well.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
No.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
Have you still got
My
a
home
stick?
is your home.
We do not have
I
a stick.
shall remain here.
We have a sewer key. Oh, we don't have a stick. We have a mirror.
The mirror from Lopez's utility room. Yep, I was still looking great.
Still looking absolute smashing, George. Keeps heaters in the way from stuff. Ooh.
The main part of the house was old, but nowhere near as old as the gatehouse section.
Thank you, Pick of the Unicorn on Twitter. Legend. Thank you very much. Anything worthwhile over here? That's the exit.
Mausoleum, summer house. Easy mistake to make.
Is this the bit where you do the candle? I don't know what that means. We'll have a wee look up here.
Down below the estate, I could see the sea stretching away. It was a beautiful sight, and looked a lot like the scene from the manuscript.
It's actually bad to Nico to ask for advice. Round the corner. Let's just round the corner. A cake. Oh yeah, we got a snubber. We've never had a use for
Now
this.
what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again.
Nothing to snuff. You can.
Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit. I couldn't climb up there without breaking something. Now that it had given up its secret, the glass squares in the lectern were just decorative again.
Muddled memories again. I thought of something I did earlier. Fun. Burn your gum. Just make the place smell fucking horrific. Oh, I can pick something up
The
there.
lectern was bare.
Oh, no, I can't. Burn my cum. Nope.
Now what?
No, that's not
There was
that.
nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again.
It's so strange. We've never had any use for this.
Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit.
You love that's an actual tip. Do we actually burn our cum? Can't burn anything. Why am I even saying this? You think the old well would be around here or something like this? Ancient.
I wasn't about to go clambering on rooftops if I didn't have to.
Cake's watching the cursor again.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobbart. I shall give it more thought.
I borrowed your mirror. I hope you don't mind.
No, senor. If you think it will be of help.
Any ideas yet?
Not as...
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobbart.
You're using the rank on the wrong thing.
Mausoleums.
Actually, do have to go up there. Fucking hell. Get that cum burnt. Jeez, oh. Right, let's get...
The tissue was pretty charred, but the grease paint had done most of the burning.
that charred cum. Tasty, tasty times. Big cutscene. Charred cum. I know. Absolute horrid thought.
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key.
Imagine waiting for a candle to do that, and I would just like stand there and be like, well, I've dedicated myself to this, so I may as well just wait. Fucking waiting there for days.
It was a smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle.
No, no into that.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Do you know what this is?
No, senor. Is it some kind of key?
Yeah, I think it probably is.
Where did you get it?
It was hidden inside the big candle in the mausoleum.
And you burnt it? I wondered what the light was I saw through the window. My lady will be furious. The candle was centuries old.
Ah.
She can fucking bolt.
Any ideas yet?
We are looking for a source of water, see?
Yes?
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water, even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dousing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick.
Oh.
A Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See? Here. That is hazel.
Get ourselves some hazel. Baby.
I went over to find a suitable stick. I don't believe it. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing.
You fucking kidding me?
There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing. Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobbart.
What could this carved stone be? Could it be the missing chess piece?
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
Fucking which one is it?
What do you make of this?
It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from?
It was buried inside the great candle
You've
in
been
the
traveling the world
mausoleum.
looking for Y-shaped sticks.
What have you done to it?
I, lit it.
But it is irreplaceable.
Listen, the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burnt down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle.
What are you suggesting?
That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency.
Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery. You did the right thing.
Maka, thanks very much for the host, man. Hope you're doing well. Okay,
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home.
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm very well.
Here.
Coming pretty much near the end of Broken Sword here, which is nice. And I'm just going to continue streaming until it is done, because we're nearly done. Not played Broken Sword in years. Yeah, Broken Sword's ace. If you are going to play it though, I would say not to play the director's cut, which is what we're playing here. I would say stick to the original. Some of the puzzles that the changes they've done to the puzzles in this are not good. You're better off with the original one. That and Monkey Island. I'm looking at doing Monkey Island at some point, but further down the line. But yeah, Monkey Island's fucking ace. So good.
It was a smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle.
I've seen your comment there, Scientologist.
I went over to find a suitable stick.
Aha!
The scene is just like, nah, fuck that. We're not clicking on every single tree in this goddamn place. What are we starting tomorrow? So tomorrow...
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Tomorrow we are starting a game called Forgotten Anne. Which is like a side-scrolling action adventure. No, not action adventure, just adventure puzzle game. Sort of kind of got an anime style to it, but with more kind of like Ghibli influences. And the kind of world is like diesel punk, but if you think more diesel punk to the kind of the world of like Final Fantasy VII. And it's really, really cool. I've only played the demos of it at EGX. So I played it 1 year at EGX, like maybe 2016 maybe I played it. And then the following year when we went back, they had the demo there again, but they made like a bunch of changes and stuff. And then I played it again there, and I was just like, oh right, cool, I can see all the different changes you made and stuff. Chatted away to some of the dev guys and stuff. And yeah, and then since then I always said I was going to play it, and I never did when it got eventually released. But I've had it set in my Steam library for a wee bit, and it'll be, I think, a nice wee game to stream. It's got like multiple endings and stuff as well, which would be cool.
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrist so that the slightest movement of the wand tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
5 years later. Go on, George. Go find it. You'll find it. He's doing a good job so far. Still searching. Get this gameplay. This is phenomenal stuff. What I will say is I'm not actually controlling him here, by the way.
Senior Stobbart, you've
doing all that
found
himself.
something.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars, hidden here for hundreds of years, lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobbart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get
Silver
rid of it
linings
and
and
I'll try it
everything,
again. Lopez threw the can
Eyes
away.
what?
It seemed to fall an awfully
And it's went
low.
very well.
The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected.
See, I can't remember
Well,
any of
I'll
this,
be
but
a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Stood in awe for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
it would not have been easier looking for old plans of the grounds. I mean, might have been a good idea. And imagine it made you search for it
The
yourself.
well had been lost for decades at least.
That'd be hellish.
The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
It's that line from Star Wars, isn't it?
Sometime in antiquity, there'd been a rock slide. Big ones. I wished I'd had a hard hat.
Just wear the mirror on your head. Be fine. Have you look at the lion's head?
From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece.
I was going to say something different there. Like, oh, from further back it looks amazing, but up close it looks like absolute dog shit.
I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Ass, what dodge? Matrix shit.
Oh, very funny, you psychos!
Senor Stobbart! Senor Stobbart! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine!
Hey, susto me has dado! You gave me a scare!
Nice try, Templars.
You found the lion cave. You just go inside and you find what's left of Lionhead Studios, and you've just got fucking what's his name? Oh, his name's gone. His name's disappeared from my head. The guy from Lionhead. What's his name? One that lies all the time. Peter Molyneux. That's him. Man, his name completely left my brain there. He's going inside there, and Peter Molyneux is just sitting there having a big laugh.
I wished that I had Leary's flashlight now. It was too dark to see, and I had to rely on touch. It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring.
So let's... Oh, I thought you would need to... That might be it. And reflect the light into the Peter Molyneux's bedroom.
I realized I could use the mirror to reflect the light from above.
There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That's magic.
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket.
What
It
if I
looked
copy a
like
black
this
and white
wasn't
3D?
quite the dead end it seemed.
Rest in peace. Man, I've got black and white. Here's when Here's when Aaron just goes and gets all this shite that you've got lying about the place. Look at that. Black and White 2, Collector's Edition. 2 fucking CDs! Look at that. Can't be bothered with that problem back now. There you go. Black and White 2, Electric Boogaloo. Black and White 2 is well good. Those that have played Black and White games, what animal did you pick at the start?
Now I knew what I was looking for. It only took a few moments to find it. And there it was. A worked socket. As smooth and perfect as if it had been carved only yesterday. Now I knew what I was looking for. It only took a few moments to find it. And there it was. A worked socket. As smooth and perfect as if it had been carved only yesterday.
I always went with the tiger.
I slid the stone key into the lock.
The cow.
There were buttons that
That's
turned
good.
the dials.
Well, this certainly looks like a puzzle. What does that do? So that moves your outer ring. That moves the inner ring.
I must have made a mistake.
And that
The
pushes
lock
it.
spun back to neutral and nearly took my fingers off. I was going to have to start from scratch again.
Right, I think this is where we need the Bible verses, maybe? Where are they? Here we go. You went wolf all the way. Wow, that writing is small. It is very small. It's small for me as well. Like, I have to like proper squint and see it. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna write this down because I'll have to like go in and out of it all the time, and it is so small. Can't be done with that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Right, okay, so the numerals are XIV. Does the pen work? Yeah, it does. XIV and XXVII at the top. And we have VI LXXXI to the left. We have 1, 2, 3. Oh, you put it in chat, sort of ahead of you. Right, I'm going to write it down anyway in case people start talking and it goes out of chat. I just don't want that to happen. So, on the right, and then we've got XVII, XII, XXV. Bob. Alrighty. Fucking pen and paper. Oh, we're gonna have fun messing with you. Here. Do you want to see how this game ends? do you want to see where George Stobbart ends up? Oh my god, it turns really slow. I probably should have turned it the other way. So it should be XIV. Wait, there's not an XIV, is there? There's not an XIV. 14. We got X and XX. And combine to make them. X on the outer ring. Then you've got Ivy on the. So like X, so that's 14. So XX. So XX then should be with 7 underneath it. How the fuck do you get that? Maybe you press them?
I heard the sounds of the lock moving. Either that or the wall was going to come down on my head.
Right, okay. Doing something right here. Then we'll move that to 7. So XXVII. Alrighty. Get in progress. It'd be nice if there was like music in the background for this. So then left. So I don't think your left and your right and your bottom have anything to do with the position on the circle. Sorry, just smacking the mic there. I think because we have that arrow there, so worst bit of the for the director's cut the last. Yep. So then we have BI. So this needs to be blank. L. Man, it turns so slowly as well. Triple X. Oh, that's. I might need to combine this then. No L's in that one. We need to make this empty. Do it this way. You can tell this visual was designed for phones. This tapping probably didn't feel like crap. Yeah, probably. Ah, fuck! Right, okay, so don't do that one by itself. Oh, this is dog shit. You have to, so I need to do this all over again. Oh my fuck.
Oh, not another mistake.
Well, that was that one. I think that might have went, oh, you made one mistake, so it won't reset. Oh, it is on the outer ring. Fuck's sake, man, I didn't even see that. Thanks, Burning Chrome. Absolute fanny. I'm spinning that the wrong way. XXVII. I'm spinning that the wrong way as well. I reckon that first mistake was like, oh, it won't reset, so you can you can carry on, and then I've stupidly then completely reset it. So then we have blank with VII. No, it's VI. Sorry. Then we've got it is on the outer ring. L triple X with 1. Hell, this is such shite design. L triple X I. Then we got blank, the top, and then 3. And see, this is why I wrote it down, because I can't see it on chat anymore. Then we've got 1. I'm spinning the wrong way. Spinning the wrong way. Then we have XVII. XVII.
Wrong again, Stobbart.
No? Or press it. Oh no, it's XVII.
Another wrong combination.
I'm going to make sure I've written this down right. So we know it's all right up to there. Then your bottom is XVII, yep. XII, XXV. Right, so I haven't written them down wrong. That's bullshit. I fucking hate this.
Damn.
What the actual fuck? Oh. It hasn't reset after 1 mistake. That was 3 mistakes now. Oh wait, no, that wasn't. Fucking, it's XIV. I'm just like, I'm getting impatient with it, that's what the problem is. XIV. XX. Calm down. Calm yourself. XXVII. XXVII. We go to get back of Milky Ways. Get stressed Mars bar. Man, if only they made them vegan, that'd be lovely. So VI. I think what the most stressful thing is the part of the fact that this takes so slow, like so long, to spin this round. It's like shit. I don't like it. Right, okay. That's not the way I want to spin it. L triple X I. L triple X I. L triple X I. Then we got 3. Straight up 3. Then we got straight up 1. Right, this is where it fucked me. It was after this. So I've got it written down and we've double checked that it should be XVII. It should be that. I'm not going to press anything until I get confirmation from someone in chat. is that's what I'm supposed to be pressing. Because fuck having to press all that in again. So I'm kinda saying pineapples right now. If you care what I mean. I'm so scared pressing this because I don't want it to reset again. Even though I've looked at my notes. Like, I've got my notes. That's what it says. I wasn't watching, so I'm scared to say yes. What did we just do? So the last one we did was I. Just straight up I. We did I. Then we did I. So we should be on XVII. But I'm just being a massive shite bag and not wanting to go I, click OK, because I'm certain that's what it was last time, and I went, you know what, you're wrong. 17 is next, I believe. So it should be that then. Could someone look up a walkthrough? Is that for sure? For sure it is 17. Like, let's say I'm pretty certain it was last time, and it came up a mistake. You can confirm. Oh, Scientologist, here we go. I must have fucked up then. So the next one should be XII. Man, like, I hate this. It's just the design's bad, which is making me not want to fuck up. XII. XX. XXV. XXV. Here we fucking go. Now what? Now what? What did I do? I can't press any of the buttons.
Oh,
Oh,
yes! Bonus
sake,
points
man.
for that, I hope. I knew the old Stobbart fingerwork wouldn't let me down.
No Stobbart finger, eh? You one of them fellas. Thank you very much, people. Push another block. Oh, look at that.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do.
It's not just me that thinks like there should be more cutscene there,
You
right?
won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while.
That is
I'll
fine.
be out in the garden with Lopez.
Yeah, because I just cut off and I was just like, right, there should be more. Because when we...
What? Need some tomatoes for soup.
George, welcome back.
Come in, Josh.
Holy fuck.
It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Holy actual fuck.
What? Need some
Sure.
tomatoes for soup.
What did you find in Spain?
Without
What are you
Andre,
doing,
we wouldn't
you
have got
madman?
this far, Josh.
Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the
Holy
bottom
fuck.
of a well. The
I
Templars
love
had
you.
left a tapestry
What?
showing
Need
a
some
chessboard.
tomatoes for
The
soup.
white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board.
Height by
and
the
a
dials.
Templar
I need
knight
to do
on
more
a
dial
horse.
puzzles. Holy fuck,
Does it
man.
mean anything to you, Andre?
No.
I don't know what's happening in the story
Need some
anymore.
tomatoes for
Maybe
soup.
we should tell Andre what else you found,
Got lots
Josh.
of tomatoes.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge
Thank
of
you
the
very much,
world.
man. That
Josh
is
found that in a
super
cave in
appreciated.
Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin
What?
almost
Need some
killed me.
tomatoes for
Then
soup.
we've got the burning of Jacques de
Wasn't it?
Molay and the
Yes.
date, 1314.
Getting through that
From
shit
the window of the
yourself.
church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few
Fucking hell,
places where
thank you so
nobody
much for
tried to
what?
kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that George found at the excavation. I
Uh,
don't recall anyone
Robot
trying to
just
kill you
gave out
there either,
5
George.
And
5
finally,
gift
we have
subs?
the tapestry in Spain. Did I
So,
mention I almost got
if you're in
killed
chat,
there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
just make
It
sure
was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me
that
from
you've got a wee
certain death.
gift sub.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre?
Oh, thank you very much,
Getting your
man.
glasses
Thank
fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
If you like Glass games,
My apologies.
I'll give you a
He
big kiss.
started it.
Well,
Whenever there's a Glass
the
game, it's going to
Latin
happen.
phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It hasn't changed much,
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
except when they go to a football match.
They used an extract from a plant called woad, Icetis
wild.
tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
Scotland!
I believe
Forever!
William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
No, don't fight me. Scientologists, you're
1314
fine.
in Scotland. The Battle
There's a
of
lot of
Bannockburn.
very, very nice
That
English
would
people out
explain
there.
the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn
You're one of
is.
them.
Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped
See
by
that?
a shock force of...
Let me fucking tell you.
Can't you guess?
Knights Templar?
Yes,
Sophie.
a group of outlawed
Working in
Templars.
the background there.
They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I can't go.
Call a
Andre,
cab.
you've been loads of help.
Scotland's round the
but
corner.
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was?
We understand you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and, don't worry about us.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Dream rises to the top. Satire. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We are coming up to near the end of Broken Sword as we are visiting Scotland. We're visiting Bannockburn, which is the final place you visit in Broken Sword, which as a wee boy when I was playing it I was like, Scotland in a video game? I love this! Which is truly amazing. So if you heard Scotland and you came in, then it's super lagger! Let me fucking tell you, you see that? I love that. I absolutely love that video so much. Always love the accents in games, like what actually like proper Scottish accents. Oh man. So yeah, thank you again, Robot, for the gifting 5 subs. Good few you've got them as well. Can't see it all because up on the stream, but yeah, Spooky She-Wolf, Andrew Risfield, Big Ginge. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I think my Carton brother-in got one as well. Oh. So yeah, Scientology, you're part Scots, so you'll probably be looking to move up and get independence. Welcome. Moan up. Such a subset of Edinburgh, that was remarkable. Yeah, that I mean, for like from what I don't play Forza and stuff, but what I've seen of Edinburgh and stuff, it was pretty cool. Although there was, I'm pretty sure it's like as soon as you get up to my old flat in it, because like my old flat was just on the outside of Edinburgh. As soon as you kind of got up to it, it just became farmland. I was like, oh, developers think my house is farmland. Right. Anyway, we are on the train to Bannockburn.
Pardon me? She must be deaf.
Yes, my dear.
Do you know what time we're due in Stirling?
6:15, but we're running 8 minutes late.
I love to try and think that speaking like slowly so he can understand. What is that? The Scottish woman. Scottish women? What are you on about? No, it's no. I love how Southie is like a really, really good pal of mine. He did his first stream yesterday of Yakuza 0. So he's all should just give him a wee follow. He's a good boy. He's going to be streaming tonight. I think he's going to do a speedrun of Resident Evil 3 remake tonight. So that'll be interesting to see. A lot of your pals live in Stirling. Went there on Sunday after Gles games actually. Stirling's lovely. Don't get out there too often, but they have a better castle than Edinburgh, and they also have the big animal place. I can't remember what it's called now. Stirling Adventure Park, whatever it's called, and that is absolutely ripping. And there is Geordies in this train. We'll get up to him soon. Yeah, you're gonna probably do it at 6:30 so you don't clash with me. Blair Drummond, that's the name of it. Fucking my brain is a sieve.
Do you know Stirling well?
Yes, I do. Is that where you two lovebirds about?
Yeah,
It's one of the places we thought we'd stay on our holiday.
Be sure to visit the castle, won't you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a neat place. But we are not really interested in history, are we, George?
No.
Castle is lovely. You can go in, you can wear like old gear and kick about. So good. There's a photo of me wearing like some old stuff somewhere. Blair Drummond is where you almost died. Right, Selfie, you need to tell us. You need to tell us how you nearly died at Blair Drummond. With like a goat kick you or something. Lovebirds. Aye, us too. George does want to pump Nico like heavily.
Is there a church called St. Ninian's at Stirling?
Yes, there is. And I know why you're going there.
You do?
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love. You're eloping, and they say romance is dead.
What's the book you're reading?
Oh, it's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective story. Quite well written for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
Out of print for years. Your auntie decided to drive the wrong way down the motorway. Holy, mate, I think I remember you saying about that, which is wild. And you refused to get in a car with her ever again. Which is fair point, to be honest. Scientologist, you've been to Stirling at least half a dozen times. You've not done the touristy stuff. Yeah, as what Vixen is saying there, do the old jail booth in Stirling. It's ripping, it's so good. I really hope it's the same guy, it's still there after all this time. But you go to the old jail and you get put in cells and stuff and all that, but it's one guy. There's one guy who plays all the characters in the jail. So he'd be like nice at one point, oh yeah. He's like, I'm gonna lock you in and stuff, and then he goes away. And he comes back and he's like the bastard kind of like prison officer, and he's proper going at you and stuff. And it's a one dude, and he's like, after all, you can chat away to him and stuff, and he's like the nicest man ever. So good.
What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by
The
Molly
Crooked Crusader
Pegram.
Caper.
I assumed the author was a woman, but apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
That's right.
Pegram?
Do you know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of his, though.
Would you believe that this clown's nose led us to being on this train tonight?
I would indeed.
No, honestly, You would?
Certainly. You have an honest face.
Yep. That's a nose with a history, all right.
So you said.
Yeah, Scientologist, definitely do it. It's great, and visit the castle as well, and also go to Blair Drummond.
Does the name
Sounds
Merlin
lovely.
mean anything to you?
Merlin, a master of illusions. Oh, you said Merlin? Then no, nothing.
Oh.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, I do. A young friend of mine shook my hand with one just the other day.
Yeah? That's outrageous. He should be shot.
Perhaps. Still, his intentions were good.
Hey.
I'm sorry that you've been zapped by one of these things.
You shouldn't be.
Well, she's lovely. Just go for a wee wander, eh?
Where are you going, Josh?
Or not.
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to take a leak.
After a fish.
L-E-A-K.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well,
I love this
yeah,
accent.
but you could have saved up to a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets, please, sir.
Here.
Off to Stirling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle.
Thank you.
Getting flashbacks. It's got really shite.
I don't want to worry
It's
you,
got really shite.
but there was something familiar about that guy.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But
But
I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
Whenever you think of Scott really can't underhear the DuckTales theme song, yep, I'm exact same. Jim Trinker will always have like poisoned my mind with DuckTales being Scott Real theme song. You actually used it in a podcast and you asked Trinker first. Amazing. Scott Rail, fuck your cars and aeroplanes, it's Scott Rail, up, Glasgow Central, and the Keeling, Glasgow Metho.
Can't you sit still, Josh?
Scott Rail. Fuck
I need to go to the John.
While you're there, check out the buffet car, Josh. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Okay.
Jim sound. You wouldn't have met me if it wasn't for Scott Rail. You gotta thank Scott Rail for something, you know. There's a Geordie, there he is. Fucking why I like man. Go speed. He's pal. Oh, fucking pissed up.
Hi. Having a party?
No, this is British. Come on, join us, man. Where, Basha, wake up, man. What's company?
His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory.
Excuse my mate, he's taking a nap. Sleeping like a bobby. I'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed through Newcastle half an hour ago.
And I never noticed.
Man, that kind of shit legit happened to one of my pals. That is meant to be a Newcastle strip, aye. Black and white, isn't it? And then it's a bit on the head. Considering one's not that well. I love the Geordie accent as well, man. I think it's like one of the most hilarious things I've ever heard in my life. Also, like, if you ever hear like a Geordie being angry and stuff, you can't help but laugh because you're like, well, the way you speak doesn't sound very angry. But anyway, quick wee story time before we crack on. But one of my pals, so it's like he grew up in a town that's like he grew up in a town just outside of Edinburgh, and so he was on the bus up in Edinburgh one night, and he got absolute steaming. He's like, right, I need to go home. And he's like, I'm going to get the train. Gets on the train. He falls asleep on the train. He misses the stop where he needs to get off. He goes past. He wakes up, and the next stop after like the town that we're from is Newcastle. So he wakes up in Newcastle. Excuse me. And he's like, oh, fuck's sake, I'm in Newcastle. I need to get back on the train back to Edinburgh. The one's destined for Edinburgh anyway, and then get off. So he gets back on the train, falls asleep again, misses his stop, wakes up in Edinburgh again, and he's just like, for fuck's sake, I'm in Edinburgh. And by that point, it was the last he can't get back home. He can't get back to the shit town that we're from. And he was like, oh well, I guess I'll just have like a big massive piss up in Edinburgh then. So good.
What is that stuff you're drinking? It smells like gasoline.
Right, I'll put hairs in your chest, like.
And your eyeballs, too, by the looks of you. Would you like a red nose?
No, thanks, pal. I got one of my own.
Have you ever seen this man before?
Aye, man. He's chalky white, and I claim my 10 quid, like.
No, he's an international assassin, and he goes by the name Khan.
Well, aye, man, but I was close, you know.
Do you know what this is?
No, man, what is it?
It's a hand buzzer.
You won't catch me out with that, pal.
If I'd wanted to catch you out, I wouldn't have shown it to you, would I?
Well, maybe he's his mate, pal. Like a clever double bluff, you know.
So good.
See you later. I didn't want to wake him. To be frank, without a cold water hose, I didn't think I could wake him.
Didn't open that window, pal.
Why not?
It's freezing out there.
Right, I sort of do remember what you need to do here. We need his help, basically. Look who it is.
Oh, no. That gangster creep from the hotel, Guido. Well, he didn't scare me. Hey, Buster. This is a no-smoking car.
Okay, George.
Okay, maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Eklund, Marquet's murderer. I really didn't want to shoot the breeze with this guy. The door was locked. The door was locked.
I just passed him. Surely you don't.
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone. Suddenly, the sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
Nico's gone, baby.
Leave it alone, man.
Hey, buddy. Listen, I need your help.
What's the
This
matter?
where the game
There's
is
a guy on
yeah,
this
from what I
train
remember
who's trying
anyways,
to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Basharia. We are veterans, like. So action at Brightlingsea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict at anywhere called Brightlingsea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, pal, I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, wait, man. An old lady, too.
Yeah. You
wait a
gotta
minute.
help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like.
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know.
No, she's been abducted. I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
No. George said that he loved
See you later.
Nico.
Give it to it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Just watch me.
Yeah, our pal takes us a wee boost up.
Hold on there, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Yeah, like. Fucking way, eh, man. His hair's hanging out. There you go, there's George. Aye. Look at there you go. Fuck did I do here? Hey! Boof. Oh, he just can! Yes! What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Shock him.
I always wanted to stop a train, and now was my chance.
Oh. The brakes. I'd mutter like a gear hound.
You saved our lives, but why?
We were always on the same side, Stobbart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Demolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together, and Nico.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Which are focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
How did you escape from the bull's head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the bull to the village, Stobbart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness.
No way.
I know you're dying and everything, but you seen this, you want your nose back?
No.
Shock him.
That is not a good idea.
May Allah guide you to our enemies.
Thanks.
One last thing.
What? What is it? He's dead.
That's him away. Got remember remember Europe? Europe was good, wasn't it?
Don't worry. I hadn't forgotten about you.
Answer me this instant, George Stobbart.
I will. When I'm ready.
That's not fair, George.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
Fucking hell,
When
George.
Eklund pointed that gun at me, I thought I was gonna die. I thought of all the things that I'd never get to do. And kissing you was at the top of my list.
Oh, there's a
George.
kisser there.
Uh-huh.
George, we've got to get off the train. Eklund could recover at any time.
So what are we waiting for?
Fucking Lassie's tied up and he gives her a kiss. Oh, that's problematic, George.
What are you doing?
I'm out of here.
Not that door. Do you want to end up like Flap?
Not especially. What remains of him is well on his way back to London. I hope he was traveling on a return ticket.
Poof. Give him one name, George. George Stobbart. It's cancelled. Oh man, that's problematic though. It's Bonnie, Scotland. Look at it. This is exactly what it looks like when you look at any of our windows.
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show them now. What's C4?
Plastic, George.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere.
It doesn't work that way. It takes a small explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say?
Apparently, during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, George. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
Good old Scotland.
The handle turned easily, and the larger wheel began to revolve.
Oh, well,
Damn! Then
just
the
pocket
handle
that.
came off in my hand.
Gee, you cranked it too much, mate.
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
Got some gargoyles. You're a willy in its mouth.
Maybe not.
Came off in his hand.
No way.
Bonked right into his palm.
No.
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 Give it a wee smoke.
With the clay pipe
Oh.
in his mouth,
He
he
did
looked
that.
happy, homely, like somebody's granddaddy.
What do you think you're doing, Josh?
I wondered if there was a secret mechanism in the demon's mouth.
Maybe you should show a little more respect.
For a mythical medieval demon? Give me a break.
Okay. Go right ahead. Meddle with forces you don't understand. Incur the demon's wrath and burn in hell. Just see if I care.
Oh, so you don't actually put it in his mouth. Alright. Give it a nose.
Sometimes the most childish gestures can have a cathartic effect.
Is
The
it
transformation of the demon to a clown did just that for me.
What? I did it. That fucked up, like. You have to look in the rubble a lot. Ah, okay.
Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin which was green with age. It was caked with soil, but what I'd found was a small cog and spindle.
There you go.
With mounting excitement, I felt something between my fingers. It was short, hard, and black. Something I hadn't expected to find here. It was a plastic pen top.
Just what everyone wants.
I didn't find anything.
Didn't find a fucking thing. Right, the cog. Oh?
Now that the handle was gone, it was easy to remove the cog and spindle.
You need to put a smaller one on? I don't understand why you would want to move it though. Okay. I'm assuming we need to do the cogs or something up here then. That's not supposed to be over there. It's definitely not supposed to be over there.
It wasn't the right hole for that cog.
What's the right hole for that cog?
The cog slipped neatly into the eye socket. With a rasp of metal on stone, I eased the second eye
Decky's
into
fucking
place.
peepers? Like peepers that lad.
I pushed the handle into the demon's mouth. The cogs all meshed. I began to turn.
Oops. He's seen some things, hi. And yet another character who's like taking a big massive dunt of fucking eckies. Absolute
As
ectoplasm
soon
that
as
they're
I
not.
saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet?
Hunt weapon. Right. Still got you, buddy.
Listen, I can
right, last time.
definitely hear chanting.
You're right. I hear it too. What do you suppose they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So, what are we waiting for?
So what are we waiting for?
Will you look
got
at
a
that?
hole.
Baphomet. Lavino was right. This place was ancient even to the Templars.
This whole place? This is Baphomet?
Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, They regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Rosso! Why, the double-dealing treacherous.
On the contrary,
You'll remember him.
Inspector Rosso has been the model of obedience, an important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch if you wish to live much longer.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet, Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you.
I salute you, gatekeeper of the
This is the
temple.
Call Guest Cast.
7 centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars.
Belly's rumbling. So if you heard it on the mic. Oh yeah, look at that. Thunder. Thunder. Fucked off.
George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely
Danger,
you realize
danger.
that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined, resourceful men like you. Join us, George. Join us in true brotherhood.
Yeah. True. Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you don't give a damn.
George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking.
Join you. I'll see you in hell first.
Ah, George, I had great hopes for you. C'est la guerre. Eklund, kill him.
Boof. Fucking see ya. Oof, lassie basher. Can't do that. Fucking had one of them. See ya. Ah, this is Russell.
I swear, I just wanted things to be right.
Oofed. That's him away. It's like the fucking. It's like the end of The Departed.
Kill them.
Spoilers, by the way, if you've not seen The Departed.
Escape.
Well, well.
Oh,
If it
fuck,
isn't
look
the
at his-
great detective and his beautiful assistant, it's going to be a pleasure killing the pair of you.
Joose, what are we going to do?
Pen him. Shock him. Ah. We fucking set fire to the place, boof.
Come on, Nico. We're leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us. Guido! Stop them.
But master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. It's over 300 years old.
How explosive do you think it can be?
I thought it was all over, but Nico had one last trick up her sleeve. Or in her handbag, to be exact. A handbag full of plastic explosives.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Fucking hot this. Yeet! Face right up to explosives. Nice one, mate. And then they fucked. They fucked on the burial ground.
We didn't stay long in Scotland. George had a vacation to finish, and I had another story to write. Not the real story, of course, but enough half-truths to fill a page and pay my rent for the month. George and I hung out together in Paris. I showed him my favourite restaurants, and he told me his best jokes.
Bet he did. They get on
You know, Nico,
box.
this city holds so many memories for me now. The cafes, the music.
The sewers.
Tell me about it. The clowns.
The jugglers.
And your pal Labano.
Oh, yes, dear
Labano.
Andre.
When we first met, and I was doing my detective stuff, you kind of disappeared a lot, Nico. Were you and Labano,
There was something happening, but nothing to do with Andre.
Uh-huh.
It was something from the past that I had to deal with, on my own. So, I dealt with it, and now it's over.
Hey, did I ever tell you the one about the old Irish couple in the lottery?
No, but I think you're going to.
Okay, there's this old Irish couple. They've been married forever, like 50 years, and they win the lottery.
And there you go, folks. There you go. I get the fuck like a true goth on the gravestone of the dead. There you go. That is Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, the director's cut, complete. And we've got some fizzy juices in the chat. Thank you so much, by the way, for sticking around, like, through all of that. Oh, we've got another wee button down here. Got a wee Templars thing. That do. Fucking hell, director's message in ant font. Hold on. Thank you for playing Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, the director's cut. 2010 marks Revolution's 20th anniversary, so it's their 30th this year. Back in 1990, the Berlin Wall had just fallen. Sierra creator and King's Quest series, amongst many of the other adventure titles, rose supreme in the adventure market. And LucasArts was emerging with a new breed of witty, quirky adventure games, Punk Island, which we'll get round to, was just around the corner. I was development director at the publisher Activision. I was keen to set up the development company to challenge the American behemoths. Tony Warner and designer programmer, with whom I had worked for 3 years earlier, was bored writing aeronautical software. So was his colleague David Sykes, and Norin Charmonde, who was a general manager at Activision UK, wanted to move from the publishing development. There you go. There you go. So you got some photos of Revolution from back in the day. This was a Revolution team when we first started in 1990, and they look like a fucking, they look like a band. Got highlighted. We got 100 glass checks redeemed for some highlighted fizzy juice. I do think they self-publish now, yeah. But yeah, they look like a post-punk band. Like some like Joy Division sort of kind of shit. How much of this is to read? Oh, that's quite a lot. I'm not going to fucking read all this. Let's look at the pictures, so. They look like a post-punk band for sure. You got first conception drone for George. There's Nico. We've ever seen. 30th anniversary would be for Beyond the Broken Sky. Beyond the Steel Sky. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. See how fucking COVID takes for that. Alright, it's actually mentioned things here about Broken Sword 2. The development process was very exhilarating, but often fraught. On its release, Broken Sword was incredibly well received, both critically and commercially. The game followed a year later by Broken Sword 2. Wow, a year later was Broken Sword 2. Broken Sword 2 is incredible. After a gap of 5 years, we moved to a 3D presentation for Broken Sword 3, which was... I remember it being shite, and then Broken Sword 4. Hugely controversial, the move to 3D was necessary to secure publisher support, although my provocative statement that point-and-click adventures are dead is often returned to haunt me. Oh wow, so they didn't want it to go 3D at all. It was actually the publisher wanting them to go 3D. There he is, Dwayne "The Rock" Henderson, and his lovely wife Pearl. That's the waitress that we gave her some rum at the start to calm herself down after getting blown up. There you go, Charles Cecil. Look at that. That's Charles Cecil right there. Norian. That's what I'm working on beneath Steel Sky. Yes, there's a cat. Good fella. In 6 setup, bro. 2 screens. There you go. Constantine's Broken Sword. There you go. Done. Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars is complete. Thank you very much for staying around. Thank you very much, again, Robot, for that gifting 5 subs, man. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Only thing you remember about Thea was Glastonbury. Don't you remember that? I think the franchise would have stayed stronger if they stayed 2D, definitely. Like, even like Monkey Island did that with the 4th one. They went to a 3D thing. I enjoyed it. I did complete it, but if you compare it to Broken Sword, like Monkey Island 3, 1 and 2 and stuff, it's nowhere near as good. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, the box pushing. Here's for the stream, did. Thank you for coming. Last time we streamed, I did say that we were going to raid someone and we never did it. So let's try do a wee raid, shall we? And again, when we go over to the other person that we're going to raid, I don't want people like spamming emotes and stuff and all that kind of shit. So we'll just go in, we'll be respectful, say hi and stuff to them, see what's happening. Also, you don't need to stay around for the raid. I'll only stay around for a few more minutes in the raid and their chat and stuff. I'll need to go and get my dun-duns because I'm getting rather hungry. We'll have a wee look. See who we can. I've never done a raid. I think they're fairly simple. I think you just type in /raid in their name. Say that now. That'd probably be absolute shame. Guy Woodward started, but we're not going to... I don't think he's got raids on anymore after the last time. Right, let's have a look at point and click games, eh? Guy's Russian. I'll say some guy's streaming Netherhood. Would have been a good one. But Curse of Monkey Island though. You're away for your dinner. Yeah, man, that's understandable. Enjoy your dinner. That's another language. Yeah, man, it's gonna be terrible to try to get someone. That's another language as well. Fucking hell. Is there actually anyone English playing point and click games, or is it just us?
No puede ser.
You're not English either. Fucking hell.
Nope. Nope.
Fuck it, we'll do this fella here.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
So,
nope.
You've ordered from Bread Meets Bread. Bread Meets Bread's amazing, man. That's all you need.
Nope.
That's all you need in life. Right, so we'll head over to this person. They're playing
Oh my
Machine
god,
Room.
I've tried every single square now.
Which is a game I've always fancied playing. So we'll say hi and see what happens. But thanks so much, by the way, for today. It was amazing. Tomorrow we'll play Forgotten Anne. We'll start that, which will be awesome. So much love, everyone. Stay safe, stay warm. I'll see you tomorrow.
What am I doing wrong?